Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm Jesse, your DM.
Cody playing Lazarus.
Brennan playing Diz.
Mike playing Nim.
Britt playing Kenna.
And we are Double Doubles and Dragons. We're a group of goofy Canadians that have gotten together to play a little D&D. Sometimes we will say things that are inoffensive. We mean them as jokes, of course, and they're certainly funny to us, but some people may find this offensive. If you do, we apologize, but we don't want any hate mail about it. So just don't listen, okay? Let's jump right into the action. Okay, and we're back. Quick recap. You guys are off on the trail of some wolves that seem to be able to move around a little bit strangely, and worst of all, in a back-to-back diamond formation in the woods, you now see glowing green orbs looking at each one of you.
That can't be good.
Roll a stealth roll for that.
You're still past.
So that's plus 10, right?
Yes.
Haven't done this one in a while. 35?
Okay. So pretty quiet. The orbs, the pair of orbs staring at each one of you continue to kind of watch you from the trees. They're not moving, and you're not moving.
Are we surrounded?
Perhaps we try talking now?
I'll look around behind me.
I don't speak wolfish.
Seems to be just the four.
The four.
Yeah, each one of you is staring at a pair of orbs.
A pair.
Like, parallels.
A pair of eyes, right. Makes sense.
Kesman's and they're going like, there's 12 of them!
8. There would be 8.
Vicious decider.
I can do simple math.
Well, combat might begin soon, so we'll just see about that. So what do you do?
Who put my dice on that one? That's not lucky.
How do you establish dominance over wolves, Kenna?
Well, that's the... Oh, man, I went to old Kenna's voice. Well, it's kind of the issue. Wolves don't generally take dominance unless you're a big wolf. Can I have the Xanathars, please? I mean, I could try to be a big wolf, maybe. Or a wolf.
Oh, the alpha thing. Like it.
Yeah, alpha.
While Ken is looking that up, what's everybody else doing? You do notice, those of you that are a little bit more perceptive, that they're kind of starting to wiggle around a little, like they're kind of trying to get a better view of you a little bit, kind of side to side,
Wolf.
eyeing you up. They definitely seem aware of your presence.
Stare them in the eyes.
I want to generate... How close are they, would I estimate?
They're about 15 feet away or so.
Okay, behind the one that's looking at me,
Okay.
I want to generate a, like... What can I do with minor illusion? I can do sounds, so... Yeah, I just want to, like... just a quick snap, not, like, on loop. Just do, like, a snap behind the wolf, see if it reacts.
Okay. So you make the snapping sound, and you do watch those two orbs just kind of immediately disappear. Like, it doesn't turn around, they don't change direction, they're just gone. And then about 2 or 3 seconds later, they're back staring at you.
But just the two still.
Just the two still.
I'm gonna... What do we do, guys? What do we do?
Bless.
Alright, Lazarus covertly gives the bless. Everybody feels blessed. Blessed art thou the party.
What do we get again?
D4 to attack rolls and saving throws.
We come in peace.
Did you say that like loud enough that they'll hear you?
I, like, open my hands, but still say it quietly enough that people around me can hear me, but, it's more like for our sake, or my sake, than...
Oh, okay. So you're not trying to talk to them directly.
Not really, no.
Okay.
God, am I gonna do it? Yes. Nim is going to polymorph the one in front of him.
Okay. You begin casting polymorph. What do they have to roll for that again?
It is, I believe, wisdom save.
Okay.
I can double check, but I'm pretty sure it's a wisdom.
Wisdom save is a 13.
That's a fail.
Okay. What do you polymorph it into?
Funnily enough, I will polymorph it into a chicken. if I've ever seen a chicken or some kind of
I
game.
think you've seen a chicken sometime in your slaving days, perhaps.
Okay.
Okay, so there's kind of that instant. How do you cast the polymorph? Like, what do you say for polymorph?
I go.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Sheepstick.
There is that kind of sound, and the two orbs disappear, and immediately a chicken replaces them and kind of gives up. And in that exact same moment, the three of you that are still looking at a pair of orbs, all three just disappear. And then about 2 seconds later, they're right in front of your face.
The orbs are?
And roll initiative.
Hi.
God damn it. Shit.
I mean, at least we're only fighting 3 right now.
That's right. One
I
wolf
could
is definitely a
polymorph
chicken.
too. Or I could
Well,
polymorph
we
one
just
too.
have to sit here and pray now. It doesn't fall out of the goddamn tree.
Or I could blink something,
Okay, so this one's a chicken.
right?
Put these in front. So each wolf has basically suddenly appeared
Minus
directly in front of you, minus Nims, who still remains about 15 feet away.
But
Should we make him a die just so we know he's a chicken?
Yeah, go ahead and do that. Okay. So we'll get everybody set up and in position, ready to fight. How for the initiatives? Who rolled above a 20?
Oh, I didn't roll those yet.
24.
24.
21.
Okay. So that's Dis 24, Kenna 21, 15 and above.
19.
Okay. Lazarus with the 19, and that just leaves you, Nim.
12.
Okay, Nim with the 12. So Nim will be going last. Okay, so good news and bad news. The bad news is, those of you that have wolves up on you, these are big wolves.
Mm-hmm.
They are definitely the dire size of wolf. They are large creatures. For pretty much everybody except for Lazarus, their eyes are basically at your eye level, which makes them quite large. Worse than that, however, is that they are not kind of the usual grayish, black, white, normal wolf colors. These are greenish tinged and vaguely see-through, which seems a little disconcerting.
Like dogs.
However, the good news is that Dis gets to go first.
And then we do.
I don't want to fight it.
So Dis, there is now a big wolf right up on you.
Oh. Do what you want.
I might just bring out my...
I think that's a little preemptive.
Well, we'll see after this.
We'll see after.
I will let everyone know that I rolled a 3 on one of my portents, so I can basically ensure a miss.
I'm gonna use my bonus action cunning. Or hold on. It's been a while since I've done
Okay. Cunning action to dash or disengage.
I'm gonna use my cunning action to hide right in front of it.
Okay. How are you doing
Or
that?
more particular, to hide from this one.
Okay. Just kind of like ducking down into the grass?
Basically, and using Lazarus as a kind of a shield.
Okay. So you're trying to hide from which one, sorry?
The one in
the
front
one right in front of Lazarus, okay. So go ahead and roll your stealth.
This is with Passive Trace still.
Yeah, as long as Kenna hasn't dropped it.
I have not.
41.
Okay. And the wolf will try to keep spotting you. It does have some bonuses to those, but 41's pretty high. Okay.
Oh, sorry, that was blessed too.
Oh yeah, you are blessed.
I think you're okay.
No, well, let's see. You could get 45, which is a nice number.
That's true.
That's a nice
It would
round.
be fairly impressive.
That is a number.
Do you want my passport, Tracy?
Oh,
And
you
then
got
I'll
it.
do-
Yeah,
45.
Nice.
That's the highest stealth roll I've seen.
Okay, so that is some serious stealth. You feel pretty confident that the giant wolf in front of Lazarus doesn't see you. You're not so sure about the wolf that's literally right in front of you, but you feel fairly confident that the one in front of Lazarus can't see you.
I'm going to move right on my here.
Okay, you approach Lazarus's wolf as covertly as possible without getting out of range of the other one.
I'm going to go in for the attack.
Okay, go ahead and make some swings.
This is with advantage.
Yeah, and I'm sneak attacking.
Yeah, it would be with advantage. At least for the first attack, because it doesn't know you're there.
Do you have an
Hopefully it's not hard.
inspiration?
It's not hard to hit. Hopefully. It's not like you're.
Yeah, I'll inspire.
Okay.
It's not like you have great weapon master. I don't think it's too hard for you to hit.
That would be a 15.
Okay, that is a hit.
All right.
Nice.
That's just your first attack?
Yeah.
It's been a while since we've played with these characters. That was a real blood dice. I need for those.
And I will use a superiority die to do a goading attack.
Okay. So you're going to try to kind of taunt it to attack you?
Yeah. So it needs to, I believe, it needs to do a wisdom saving throw against 16.
Okay. Wisdom save on the wolf is a solid 4, so that's definitely a fail.
So on a failed save, the target is disadvantaged on all attack rolls against targets other than you until the end of your next turn.
Okay, so it feels the need to attack you more.
And I will roll the d8. Oh. $21.
Okay, 21 damage.
Damn.
Okay. It is still alive, but it definitely looks hurt. You kind of reach out and give it a quick stab, running it through kind of in the neck area.
And then I'm going to move right here.
Okay. So after striking it, you're going to kind of back away from it, giving yourself some distance.
Yep. And then the one in front of or behind Kenna.
It's in front of me. I would be the other way.
And that one can't attack you because it can't take the advantage or the opportunity attack for you.
So I'm going to action surge and attack it.
Okay, so you proceed over to Kenna's wolf, action surge and attack.
13?
That is a miss.
Oh, sorry.
Don't you get that?
Plus.
Yeah.
15.
That is a hit.
Woo!
Saved.
Much
Saved by
better.
remembering stuff. This one I'm going to... On this one I will do another goading attack.
Okay.
So 16.
I will give that a check for you. That one... No, that's a 15. It still fits.
Yes. 4... 11 damage.
Okay.
Or, 12 damage.
12 damage.
It also has...
Okay. Okay.
And I'm going to move back, Grady.
So,
back 1 step. Or back 5.
okay, so Dis definitely opening with a... He kind of slinks down into the grass. He slips over to Lazarus's wolf, stabs it near the face, retreats back, and it can't attack him because of his special moves. Stabs Kenna's wolf on the other side of the diamond, and then kind of retreats back to the middle of the diamond. Just kind of zips back and forth a little. Very impressive.
So now every wolf is mad at.
Well, I mean, 2 out of 3 for sure.
He's got the one in front of him.
Yeah, I mean, that one's probably mad at him, right? Okay, that'll be Kenna next then.
With your goading thing, if we attack that wolf, does it break it?
No, I don't believe so.
No? Okay, cool.
Not until... I think it just breaks at the end of my next turn. But yeah.
Okay, cool. So the goat in front of me needs to make a con save.
Okay. And by goat, I'm sure you meant wolf.
Yeah, that's exactly what I meant. Oh my gosh. Too many animals.
That is a 16.
Alrighty then.
That's a save, I imagine.
That's a save, yeah.
Okay. So Kenna tries to cast her chill touch, but the wolf saves, and it doesn't affect it.
And her sanctuary boost.
And my sanctuary.
Yes. And you are no longer sanctuaried.
Yep.
The unearthly glow of "Don't touch Kenna" disappears.
Yeah. It's okay. Someone else. He's got someone
So
else's
suck for the
attention.
next round.
Yeah.
Potentially. So,
Okay. Is that it for Kenna? It's the wolves' turn to attack.
Okay, wolfies.
Now, refresh my memory. Polymorph. Does it save on that, or is it just until?
No, it gets
Yeah,
no save.
I think it's just. Until
It's
ready
the only way
to
to get him out of that would be to knock me out of concentration.
Right. Which reminds me, you're in concentration.
Yes, right.
Let me just write down that like everybody's in concentration.
Oh, and can I just request that you roll their attack rolls individually, just so that I can for my portent?
Of course, of course. So the wolves are very upset, and definitely more upset with this than anybody, as one might imagine.
This guy.
This guy right here. So they do adjust themselves ever so slightly to move more closer to Dis. Dis feels the three wolves kind of close in around him, and definitely all three are going to open up and attack him. Each one of them gets to do a bite, and we will see how that goes. You wanted the rolls for the hit individually?
Yeah, like I'm not gonna alter the first one, but
Okay,
I might alter ones after that.
no problem. So the first wolf strikes, and that is a crit.
Ouch.
I couldn't know. Yeah, I have to call it before the dice
Yeah.
rolls. So
Yeah. Second wolf is going to do... We'll do the attacks, and then we'll do the damage separately.
the second attack. I'm assuming misses. I give it a 3.
Yes, that would be a miss. Okay, and the third wolf attacks. And the third wolf has 17. Or no, 18, sorry.
Oh, that hits.
Okay. So that is one crit.
And I want to react to
One
the
hit.
one that misses me, so.
Okay, no worries. You're going to do your Ripazay?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll do the 2 damaging attacks first, and then we'll do Ripazay after. If that works.
I got the meals coming for you, bro.
See if it
Okay.
explodes.
Oh, I need 2 DC strength saves.
Oh, yikes.
You get +5. So
That's right. Oh, yeah, there's all the bonuses.
And then you're blessed still?
Yeah.
16. 19. For the first strength save?
Okay, and the second one?
Can I see +1?
Oh, sure.
16.
What are you adding for me?
5.
And the plus, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so the good news is neither wolf attack that manages to hit you, neither of those manages to knock you over. So basically what happens is one wolf gets the jump on you. You were kind of still watching Kenna's wolf, and the one from the side that you had forgotten about, the one that you hadn't attacked yet, took full advantage and immediately reaches out and bites onto your arm, giving you 16 points of damage.
Crit table.
Yes. Actually, I'll get to that in a second, just because we'll have to explain it. The second bite takes advantage of that as well to a certain degree, and you take 11 points of damage from that one. However, one of the wolves, when it goes to make a jump at you, just the combination of the other 2 attacking, kind of block it, and it doesn't really have a good avenue of attack. That being said, because I almost forgot, for those people listening, we use a crit fail and crit success table, where whenever somebody crits successfully or crit fails, we roll a d100 for a random effect to kind of spice things up a little bit. And I haven't done that yet for the wolf, so we will see what happens. Okay, so the combined attack has kind of knocked Dis off his game a little bit. He now has the equivalency of the Bane spell on him for the remainder of the encounter.
You get to roll bless and then bang it. See what happens.
Get to cancel that out, hopefully.
For those at home, basically it's the reverse of Bless. Instead of rolling a d4 to add to his rolls, he's now going to have to roll a d4 to subtract from his rolls. Okay, that is the end of the wolves' turn, since one of them is a chicken. So that will...
I was at...
Oh, yes, sorry, the Ripazay. Go ahead. So the one that misses you...
For 26.
That's definitely a hit.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I guess I can't roll under it even with Bane.
No, that would be impossible. You can go ahead and skip those rolls.
I'm going to sneak attack.
Okay.
Oh, boy. 7 damage.
Okay. Well, the good news is...
Yep.
The good news is every wolf has now been damaged, except the one that's a chicken. I mean, so that's good.
The one that's a chicken can still move. Like, it has chicken stats and
Yep.
chicken brains. So.
It's not really sure what's going on, and it's a confused little chicken.
That's fair.
But yes, so now every wolf has been damaged. The one that kind of missed, that couldn't really get a good position, you did at the last moment just kind of go, oh, that one looks confused, and just kind of poked it in the nose.
Give it the pop.
Yeah, just give it a quick pop. That will take us to Lazarus, then.
All right. Well, I suppose the first business is to kind of just go. There's a dagger in my way. Hold on, let me slide past that.
Keep him guard.
All right, Lazarus is going to move closer to the wolves that have now encircled Dis to a certain degree.
Separate out that one for sure. And well, I suppose to start out, I'm just going to take a big old swing at it.
Which one?
The one in front of me.
Okay, the one that was originally in front of you.
Yeah.
Okay.
16.
That's a hit.
First. And then 25 for the second.
Those are both hits.
First one's going to get a second level smite.
Okay. Bringing out the big guns.
Let's start with. 22.
Okay.
I suppose I'll just regular hit the second swing.
Your second swing will have to go somewhere else.
Okay.
So we'll describe that first attack. So you get the first hit in right before you hit. Your sword, or not your sword, sorry, your hammer, erupts in a golden glow, almost like it's on fire with the sun, and just slams into the wolf. It completely obliterates the thing. It punctures into the side, just blows the chest out. And you use that continued momentum to swing into the wolf that was originally in front of Dis. And you do an additional 8 points of damage to it as you carry the attack forward.
Nice.
That's another little house rule that we run with. Melee can cleave as long as the attack was more health than the original target, and a new target is within 5 feet.
And that was the first one.
Yes, that was the first swing. You still have your second, and you're kind of already pointed at the one in front of Dis, so that would probably be the one you'd be able to swing it easiest.
Yeah, so do I just use my existing second attack roll?
Yep, okay. You just roll the damage.
Alright, well, I'm going to smite this time if it's a new target.
Sure. So rather than really the original smite winking out, you just kind of renew the glow and continue to hammer through the poor first wolf's body.
Oh, of course. 8.
Okay.
We've been cursed.
It's definitely, I'm not gonna lie, it's not as impressive.
Yeah. I also missed the D8 in the first one, so it didn't matter.
You definitely hurt the one that's in front of Dis, but definitely not as much as you hit the first one for. But it nevertheless kind of staggers and looks at you as the one that you've killed kind of falls to the ground.
So there is, like, a wolf corpse there?
Yeah, it collapses to the ground.
Okay.
I suppose my bonus action is to then activate Tunnel Fighter, so if they move within my space, I get a free reaction.
Okay, kind of, you begin taking up a little bit more space, trying to be kind of big and not let things by you. Okay, that'll take us to Nim.
Well, I think now that I've seen, or heard one explode behind me, I'm just going to go ahead and... I'm not really too concerned about the chicken anymore, because I know it's a chicken for like an hour, so...
It's just a chicken.
It's just a
You
chicken.
can just let it chill.
Just a chicken.
It's just out there doing chickeny things.
Didn't do nothing wrong.
I gotta find my... There we go, that's what I'm looking for. Yeah, that's way within range. And what is it? Melee attack. Okay, fuck it. Or not, it's not a melee attack, it's a ranged spell attack. Okay, I'm gonna chill touch the one that was in front of Dis.
Okay, the one that Lazarus just finished hitting.
Yeah. So... Oh, I might miss. 30. Oh, no, I'm blessed still.
Yep.
No, I think that still misses. 14.
That's a hit.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
We've nailed
Found the
it.
lower threshold.
So the Legend of Zelda style dark hand just drops down from above and grips the wolf, chilling it. How much damage does it do?
I believe it's 2d8, so we will do... Oh, that's not terrible. 10 damage.
Okay. It's not terrible at all. The wolf makes a quick sound and kind of twists its face in agony and then tips over and dies.
I feel like I'm getting suspicious because this is too easy. We're all getting suspicious.
Lazarus begins to get super suspicious.
Yeah, this is strange for a campaign for us.
Chain
I don't think
guy
we've
said
ever.
it.
I don't think since I've joined we've ever had something that was just like, yeah, let's just kill some wolves.
No trust.
No
trust at all.
trust at all. I didn't
Do you hear
work.
this out there, people? Do you hear the
It
lack
is
of
earned.
trust?
It is
You be
earned that there
quiet.
is no trust.
I will just say I've been silent this whole time. I think that Jesse was just inspired by my French castle fight.
Oh, you just wait till you see how much.
Oh,
God.
no.
It is truly a putty fight. Oh god.
Okay. Anything else from Nim?
I'm gonna look right at Dis and go, wait until the end. You know what I mean.
Dis just points back at him and gives him the nod like he does know what he means. He knows what he means. And speaking of which, it is Dis's turn. There's only one wolf left that's not a chicken. And it's the one menacing
I don't
Kenna.
know. That was like the next thing he was gonna do too.
I forgot
thinking
about
about it.
Everybody's a little worried about Dis's power that we will get to see shortly, I'm sure. So I won't spoil it.
Alright, I will attack the last one.
The one in front of Kenna?
Yeah, sneak attack.
Okay.
Sneak attack.
Don't forget you have to do Bless and Bane.
I miss.
What's the roll?
Natural 4.
Yeah. I don't really think you can recover that one with Bless and Bane.
I go with the second attack.
All right, the second swing. The first swing is the first swing hits a tree.
That's correct.
Well, it's slightly better. Oh,
That's less. Oh, I lose one. That's 16.
That's a hit. First one hits a tree. Dis is so angry at himself that the second strike lands.
Yeah.
And I think you said, is that one the sneak attack?
No, I sneak attack the first one. Missed.
That's right.
For 8 damage.
Okay.
And then.
And then.
And then
And
Dis is going to make some movement.
I Tetris Z my way out beside him.
Okay. Dis backs away a little bit, leaving Kenna to face the wolf,
Well,
who is definitely hungry like the wolf.
now I can't cure wounds you.
Which brings us to Kenna.
Yeah. Okay.
Kenna, you're just staring down this big wolf.
Well, I got my my club. I'm gonna hit the wolf with it.
Okay. Shillelagh attack with the glowing barbed wire club.
17.
You have Bless as well, if you need it, but you don't.
I
That's it.
don't. So that is I don't use this one very often. A 9.
Okay. So you bring out the barbed wired club that glows with the shillelagh magic, and you smack it in the face, and it leaves like barbed wire cuts right across the muzzle.
And then I bonus action healing word Dis at the second level.
Okay. Ken holds out her hand and casts a heal by saying
no.
something healing.
I don't know.
I'm receiving
Cure
the healing.
wounds.
Let's not make it confusing.
Calls it the wrong spell and everything. Amazing. I love it.
Yeah.
Just to feel like Dis is like, yeah, full clear wounds. And then he's like, aw. How much did you heal for?
That
10.
really fireballs.
10.
10.
10. Yeah, it's like
I
fireball.
mean, it's still a decent heal.
It's not terrible.
That's how I cast Fireball, right?
All right. Anything else from Kenna?
Yeah, that's all she can do.
Okay. So, it's the wolf's turn. And as Kenna pulls her barbed wire club back, the wolf just disappears. There's like a 2-second delay. And you see it appears beside the chicken. Scoops the chicken up in its mouth and disappears again. You can see that.
What are you doing?
I just went for him.
So you are now left alone with 2 wolf corpses and an uncertain feeling about the future. Well, too menacing.
Too much, man.
Sorry.
There's just 2 wolves.
Do I feel like my concentration is still holding?
For the next 10 seconds or so, yes. Then it breaks. And you know the polymorph has failed.
Alright. I let everyone know that there's now 2 wolves out there again.
Don't you dare do it. We need to bring these pelts.
Yeah, that's a good point. I was thinking about it. It's a good thing you said that.
Dis really wants to use his god's special ability, which I guess we'll have to see later because he can't do that right now. They need the wolf bodies intact.
It's gonna be like,
And you just went into this fight saying, here's some sacrifices.
Meyer's gonna be pissed.
yeah, he's mad at that now.
Wait.
I
Didn't
promise.
we just say pelts? Couldn't we just, skin him and then he can sacrifice what's left?
If you wanted to take a minute, you could totally skin them here, but
No, this is just
they're pretty big to
dominance.
move.
That's what I mean. I don't want to move a whole wolf.
True.
Why don't we just, scalp them or something?
Yeah, you can scalp them here. It'll take you a little bit. They're big.
I don't know. How much of the pelt did we need? A whole wolf pelt's going to be, more than we can carry.
Is there any, features on it that are...
It depends if the return on these pelts is part of our deal or not.
He specifically said to bring pelts.
It could also be valuable, and you could be factoring that in.
Alright, who knows how to get a belt?
Probably me.
Oh, that's too bad. The poor druid is the only one that knows how to skin
Would you like me to
something.
dance to my god here?
I also have an issue with, just leaving behind the rest of...
We're not going
Oh, they're not going to be left behind.
I think Dis can take care of that part for you.
Don't worry. Clean up
Do a survival check for how well you pelted them.
Do I still have bless on?
We'll say for the sake of argument, yes. Oh yeah, that's right. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, guidance is the ability check.
And I was doing what?
You are a survival check.
Roll 16.
So that's a 21.
Okay. Kenna takes a couple of... It's at least a good 5-6 minutes. But she's skilled, and it maybe almost looks like she's maybe had to do this once or twice before.
Interesting.
She's a decently practiced hand. She removes the pelts. Not the entire pelt, that would take far too long, but just the back. So it's clearly evident that it's a giant wolf pelt, but things that would be difficult to deal with, like the head and the legs and stuff, she's left alone. It's just the back and the tail of both.
Well, everybody stand back.
Alright.
I pointed.
I move, 50 feet away.
I'm far away.
Everybody just immediately runs in every other direction.
I am not down. I am upwind. Or whatever. I'm not downwind.
Lazarus stands around with his mouth open. He knows what's coming.
I close my mouth and druid craft delicious fresh flowers.
I pointed all of them. As soon as they start running, as soon as I say, you might want to stand back, Myra, I sacrifice these bodies to you.
Disactivates an ability that was given to him by the god of the dead, Meyer. And immediately as he points at the bodies, their bodies begin a extremely rapid decomposition, going from a fresh killed body to nothing but a pile of maggots and a swarm of flies almost instantaneously. Those that didn't manage to run away too far are semi-accosted by the swarms of sudden insects, and certainly the immediate wretched stench that precedes it. Except for Lazarus, who has his mouth open and is trying to eat bugs. For him, I imagine it's not nearly as traumatizing.
I want to immediately sift through. I'm like, move aside. And I look for the trophies left.
As you dig through the bodies, moving the maggots and other items out of the way, you find what you expect, or at least what you're hoping for. Deep in the piles of sick, fetid goo, you find 2 perfectly preserved wolf's teeth that will act as the trophies of your kill to Meyer himself.
I want to kind of put them with my collection on me in some way. I'll just put it in like near clothing, kind of the thing around my shoulders this time, I suppose.
Dis, we should mention, has a great many kills he's proceeded in this way, and these trophies have been strung about his body as he's been told that these trophies of his kill will provide him greater power through his god, especially from skin-to-skin contact. So he's covered in objects and bits of dead creatures.
It's really cool.
And not gross at all.
Not at all.
Super cool.
Especially since lots
Very
of them are like
cool.
part of their like fingers or thumbs
Nice.
or
It's all sorts of gross things.
nasty.
I'm gonna make gloves of them.
And I think, now that you've managed to procure the 2 pelts, and things seem fairly quiet, that for today, we'll end the session there. Wow, what a cliffhanger! I wonder what's going to happen next time! Seriously, guys, thanks for joining us. Thanks for listening in. If you liked what you heard, share us with your friends. If you hated what you heard, share us with your enemies. Seriously, though, like, comment, subscribe. We'd love to hear from you, and we'll find out what happens to Double Doubles and Dragons next time.